Today I'm going to use really watered down ink. This time I'll do the dots again. I'm going to start. So I'm just doing air on, pull back for paint off. Air on, pull back for paint off. And now I'm going to do it with the double paint. Keep the air on. So I've got air on, pull full back for paint, off paint, leave the air still on, full back for paint, air off. Okay, now I'm doing the same exercise with the air, paint, air off, but I'm going to move it to a second dot with the second paint pull back, but I'm keeping the air on in between. So I've got air on, paint off, move, air still on, paint off, air off. Okay, do that again in slow-mo. I've got air on, paint off, move, air is still on, paint off, air off. Okay, I'm going to keep trying that. Now I'm going to try again. Now this is where I think these of course are now going to start getting covered in ink or paint. So I've got air on and I'm putting the paint on when I get to the edge. Paint off, keep moving with the air. Air on, paint off, air off. Air on, paint off. So the whole point is that you're still supposed to be moving as you turn on, and when you put your paint you're supposed to be moving, and that will help with your lines. That'll become clearer when I start using more ink, but at the moment this is just to get used to the motion and getting used to the airbrush of putting the air on and the paint and moving at the same time. Okay, so I've just started painting with, although it's very watered down, I've actually got some acrylic paint in here, so I should have my mask on. Here we go. Here's for me looking daft with a mask on. There we go. Again, air on, get to the line, paint on, paint off, air off. Now that I'm safe with my mask on, looking and feeling a bit stupid, but I'm safe. See you later. Okay, what I've been noticing is that when I'm doing the sitting on the swivel chair, so it's something I've got to think about. It's air, when I'm moving my body, I put the air on, pulling back for paint, and then I'm kind of moving, see? And I'm going over the line because I'm moving the airbrush at an angle instead of keeping it straight. So what I have to do is keep it at a similar distance from the paper, because that's the exercise at the moment. So it should be air on, and then I've got the paint, I've got to try and move with it. Okay, I don't know if you could see that. I've got some oversprays here, and obviously I'm not being so accurate because this is completely new to me. So as I said, we're learning together, so this is new to me too. So it's very important, I have to be careful that I'm not kind of doing that, you know, going in a semicircle, and yeah, then sitting on this chair could be a bit difficult. So it's more of a question of moving along from side to side rather than swiveling on my chair. Something to take into consideration.